Hey guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel again. It's Abadjo and Kitchen here. So guys, I want to say a very big thank you to my returning subscribers. I want to say thank you to my new subscribers. Even though I've been absent, school have been on my neck, like I'm almost graduating. So yeah. So guys, it's not been easy for me, and I'm so grateful for the massive love I've seen this past few months. It's been massive. I want to say thank you so much. So guys, in this video it's going to be a very quick tutorial of a fascinator hat. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is a fascinator. I made this for a client and someone liked it and wanted to go for black. It didn't even take me like 30 minutes to make, so I'm like, oh, someone might just want to learn from this, you know. I'm going to be creating this exact fascinator but in a black mesh, black everything. The client wants it black. So guys, I decided to just film it. It's going to be a small tutorial and I hope that someone benefits from it. So guys, without much further ado, let's get into the business of the day. Please do click the subscribe button, like, share, comment. I know it's going to be helpful for anyone who wants a very quick and low cost fascinator. Like it didn't even cost too much. I think this is like a yard plus of crinoline, and this is just a flower petal, you can see. And these are just the stones I have at home that I just used to decorate it. And this is a boning, 1 yard of boning. That is if you're not using the wire, so I'm using the boning for this. And 1 yard of boning is 100 naira. Crinoline is 200 to 50. Petals, they're 50 naira. So guys, this is a very low cost fascinator. So that's the reason I decided to share something like this. I know it's going to be helpful. These are petal rose, and this is Alice hair band. So I opt to go for the tiniest one. If you want a sizable, there's a big size I have here. Look at this. But I don't want this size, so you can choose the kind of Alice hair band you want. This is a pair of scissors, and this is a mesh net. This is a black mesh net, just a normal net. And this is a tape. You can, if you have a masking tape, it's better, but I have this tape available, so I'm going to be using this. Now this is a boning. So guys, the boning I used for the white one I previously showed is the half an inch boning that is strong, but this one is a round boning. You can see how this structure is. It's different kind of boning, so I want to try something. If eventually it does not work, then I'll have to redo it on the normal boning that I'm used to. This is a needle and thread. It's going to be very useful, and we're going to use it here. And now this is a bias strap. These are the things we're going to be needing for this tutorial. You can see it's a very simple one and easy one. So let's get into it, guys. Okay guys, so we're going to start off by covering this boning, the round kind of boning that I have. If you have the other type of boning, it's still preferably okay, and if you have the wire, the hat wire, that one is still very okay. So we're going to start off by covering this up with a bias. So what we're going to actually start doing now is to gum this bias. And you know that this gum, like, you need to leave it to dry for a little while, even if it's for a minute. So what I'm going to do is just to the both side of this bias strip, I'm going to be gumming it. I'm going to put gums on it and allow it to dry for at least a minute or less than a minute. So guys, when we're allowing this dry, let's be handsy. Let's also do something else. Okay guys, so basically what I did off the cam was to cut about 6 inches out of my boning. I feel like it's too much. You can decide to still stick with the 36 inches. But I cut off about 6 inches, so this is what it amounts to now, and I'm okay with this size. You can decide to cut yours, you can decide to still leave it as it was. So what I'm going to do, like I said, is to, after cutting it, this is how it is. All you need to do is to place this together, cross it across each other, so you can hold it with tape when you want to hold it, and it will be very okay that way. You can see what I'm doing now. And make sure you hold yours down with this tape very well so it does not scatter when you're about using the mesh on it. A great amount of tape will do a great work. So just wrap it well. Make sure you tight it along as you're doing it. If you have a masking tape is okay. But this is what I have at the moment, and this is what I'm going to be working with. So what we need to do now is to start wrapping this bias we applied glue on. Because you gummed it, so you can see that it's sticking. Assuming you didn't gum it and say, oh, let me just do it, because you can actually fold this without gumming still, but the reason for the gum is to make it stick so it doesn't unroll later. Sorry, this is shifting over the camera. If you can see what I'm doing. Just keep doing this till you get to the end of, till you get to the extreme, till you get here again. I'm going to do the rest of this off the camera. Just be rest assured that's the same thing I'm doing, because if I should do it on the camera it's going to take long. So I'm going to do the rest of the camera. Once you get to the part where there's no more glue, make sure you apply glue and let it dry for a second or 2 minutes or 2 seconds, however way. So I'm going to do the rest of the camera, and when I'm done I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, this is the finishing of it. You can see how beautiful it's looking. What I did off the camera was to complete the bias strap all around it. See how it is already and how beautiful it's looking already. So this is how you're supposed to do yours. Make sure you use your gum and plate on the bias. Let it dry for at least 30 seconds or so. Then you wrap it all around your boning. So the next thing to do now is to just, you can see me placing this way. Now open up your mesh. Make sure it's in the middle, or however way you want to design yours, but I want it to be this way. You can see what I did. Now I'm just going to take this up this way like a net, like a fishing net. You can see already it's giving you that shape. You can see what I'm doing. So now I'm just going to twist it. You can see it has given me a shape already. You can decide to use your hand to get the shape you want. That's if you don't like what you see. Twist. You can either keep twisting under, you can see what I'm doing, or you can use your hand to just shape it how you want. So I think I'll go with this. This is okay already. But if you don't want the shape, you can use your hand to get the shape you want. So this is it. What I'm basically going to do now is to get my needle and thread. So guys, when you feel like you've gotten the shape you want, like me, I'm okay with this shape. All you need to do is get your needle and your thread, stitch it. You see what I'm doing? Just take it that way. This is just to secure this, so when you're going to trim it off, it's not going to disturb you. You can see what I'm doing? Just secure this. Excess thread, and now we are going to cut out this mesh, the excess mesh. So you don't trim off your heart, just cut it slowly. So guys, after cutting off the excesses, you can see what it looks like. The next step is to, this is a 1.5 crinoline. I'm going to divide it into 2. After that, I'm going to make a knot on my thread. I'm going to take one of the crinoline, and just all you need to do is just put the mount of this together, the mount of the crinoline, put it together and make a stitch, and just use your needle and thread and secure it. Now I'm done securing one end of it. I'm going to do the same for this end. I'm going to secure it. Just put it together and secure. So guys, after securing the other end, what I'm going to do now is to just watch what I'm about doing. You can see I just secure this other end. What I'm going to do now is to just pull my thread this way and run a stitch. Just see what I'm going to do. Not like a stitch, but I'm going to just like gathering. That's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to run it from here to the end of the crinoline. Okay guys, so after running a stitch from one end to the other end, now all you need to do now is just to drag this. You know how you do your gathers? That's exactly how you're going to be doing this. And make sure you're shaping it the way you want. You can see this one is already going into shape. So now you can actually adjust it to however way you want. So just keep pulling the thread, keep pulling it, just like you're making your gathers. If you're not satisfied with the shape you got, you can just make it to a shape you want. So this is the shape I got now. So what I'm going to do is to just shift this a little bit to this other side, because I'm still going to put other half yards crinoline. So just place your Alice hairband this way. Decide on where you want this to be. For me, I want it to be at the side. It's going to be more beautiful that way. What to do now is to run a stitch from the crinoline here and also turn it. You can see. Make sure you cross the hairband, because this is what is going to be holding your hairband. On the stitch you're running now will hold down your hairband as well. So you can see, make sure you tighten it along. Make sure you use it to secure the Alice hairband and the crinoline so it's strong. Okay guys, I'm just trying to repeat what I did for the other half of the crinoline, so in case you just didn't catch up, so you can catch up now. What I did was to secure one end of the crinoline and the other end of the crinoline with the thread still here. I'm going to run a long stitch to the end of the other crinoline, to the end of this crinoline, so I can gather it like, you know how you gather your dress. So that's the same thing I'm doing now. So yeah, you can see what I did from this end to this end. So now what you get to do is keep dragging this till it forms a shape you want. Okay, you can see it's already forming a shape. If you're satisfied with that, fine. If not, you can make it what you want. So just keep dragging it till it gives you a shape you are okay with. And the other one I did was so small, so I just want this to be a little bit exaggerated, so you can make you can see this one is a little bit bigger than the other one I did. You can see the one I did previously. You can see that this one is bigger, so I'm just going to go with this. The same method, this is it. Just place it this way and run a stitch. Just make sure as you're running the stitch, you're crossing the stitch on the Alice hairband to secure this and the hairband together. So now I'm going to cover these stitches up with with the petal flowers we got, and I'm going to look for what to use to cover here the stitches here. You can see how it is, but you can see how beautiful this heart is. You can wear this for a wedding, you can wear it for a funeral depending on the event, and you can literally wear it to church anywhere you want to. This is so beautiful guys. I'm so making this for myself. So guys, let's go on to designing this with the petals. So basically what we need to do now is to just apply the gum here and let it dry for a while, and also apply here, apply here. You can see, apply here. You can see You can see how the stitch is. So this petal now will cover it up. So once you apply and you let it dry, all you need to do is just to place it here. You can see how beautiful it's looking already. Let me show you what it will be. You can see. So guys, give this video a thumbs up. You can see how beautiful this is looking already. I can't get over this. So guys, thank you so much for sticking up to this end. If you're still watching up to this part, guys, do click the subscribe button, like, share, comment. Basically, this won't take you up to an hour. It won't take you up to 30 minutes to make if you have these materials available.